and I lost my apartment because my spirit told me, you know what, Father, you were never to pay anything in life, period, right? I wasn't in the system, and I am
My
the system.
advice is that you stop talking.
No,
It's up to you.
no,
but
all of
my-
us, is that every time I go to a store, I'm abandoned from all the stores that I go to where I live on opens. I got criminal trespassing at HEB right there on Rosario, because I stepped up to the cashier and I opened all the cashiers.
Welcome back to Courtroom Time. Today, Judge Boyd takes on a case that's anything but ordinary. Is she facing mental health challenges, or is she trying to outsmart the judge? Let's dive in.
All right, come down, Miss Garza. All right, counsel, what's going on here?
Judge, we were close to getting a plea done, but after speaking to my client, I think we need to set it for trial. And I will also be filing a motion to have her shrunk.
No, I don't think so. I said I would take the 14 days. I told you that,
Right.
David.
And you also said. that
And
you're
besides,
innocent.
they falsely arrested me because I wasn't in the system, ma'am.
Okay,
And then when
okay,
I
so
came
Miss,
December 19,
Mhm.
you weren't here. And then they were gonna log me in. They said, give me your social. I don't know what they asked me for, the social or the SIT number. And they logged me in. And otherwise, I wouldn't have been in the system, you know what I'm saying? When I came December 19, which was my birthday, Bethlehem's Day. And then January 18th, I came a day early to come speak with you.
Mhm.
Me thinking that I can come alone, right? But somebody told me I'm my own attorney. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And so I figured, you know what, I'm gonna get up and go speak to my judge and see if we can work something out, because I wanted to speak to you and tell you that they had falsely arrested me. The reason they were looking for me was because I wasn't in the system, and I am the
My
system.
advice is that you stop talking.
No, no.
It's up to you.
No,
but my
no,
advice
no.
is that you stop
What's
talking.
not being said is the stupid conspiracy, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so anyhow, so look, I'm a runaway. I've been a runaway since I was right? That's my story.
Okay,
And you know, I'm very spiritual. And I lost my apartment because my spirit told me, you know what, Father, you were never to pay anything in life, period, right?
Mhm.
So I stopped paying for 2 months and they kicked me out. I was even at at 307 West Marshall.
Okay.
On Marshall Street.
All right.
And I was gonna ask you if you can help me out with the voucher. I mean, because you're a judge, I'm a judge too, right?
yes. All right,
And-
so Miss Garza, let me do this for you, okay?
Uh-huh.
Because I want to make sure that everyone has everything that they need. I mean, you think that's fair, right?
I'm innocent.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. So I want to make sure that everyone has all the information that they need so we can proceed appropriately. You understand? All right, so let me explain to you this way. I want everything to be fair for you, okay? All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask them, usually it takes a long time for a person to see a doctor. I'm going to ask that you see a doctor quickly. I'm going to have them expedited. I'm going to have your attorney and I'll have the state and I'll be on the phone call too to have them call a doctor to speak with you. And I will have them speak to you no later than the week of April 3rd. So I will call them and ask them to expedite that. And then after they've spoken to you, if you still wish to proceed with a jury trial, or if you wish to proceed with a plea, we can do that at that time. But I don't want to accept a plea not knowing.
There's no need for trial.
Okay. All right. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to have,
A
You reset.
psychiatrist, you mean psychiatrist
Yes.
or a specialist?
yes,
Specialist?
yes. And so I'm going to have you brought back. I'm going to set you for April 10th.
Actually,
we'll
Judge,
probably-
I will not be here April 10th,
Okay. When will you be here?
the 11th or the 12th.
Okay. So Ms. Garza, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to set you for April 11th. But if I can bring you back sooner than April 11th, I will. Okay. but I want to make sure it's in the system so I won't lose where you are, okay?
Okay, may I say, does that mean I get to get out and, what is it called? What's that word y'all use here in the world? It's, a challenge for me to come and show up like
Yes.
the responsible woman that I am.
Okay. So, well, let's do this. I'd like to take things one step at a time because that makes it easier for me. So the first thing that's going to be done is with the state and your attorney and myself, I'm going to make sure I call a doctor because they're very busy, but I'm going to make sure that I call them and see if they can see you the week of April 3rd. Then we will come back no later than April 11th to find out what they say and perhaps resolve your case, okay?
Okay, if this fella's a state, what I want him to know right now in front of all of us
Mhm.
is that every time I go to a store, I'm banned from all the stores that I go to where I live on 2919 West Martin in Zarzamora. Because I go up to a cashier and it opens, I got criminal trespassing at HEB right there on Rosario. Because I stepped up to the cashier and
Mhm.
I opened all the cashiers.
All right, so this is what we'll do about that,
And
Ms.
then what happens, banks cannot arrive until I signify or I open the,
Okay, so this is what we're going to do about
that's
that.
not nothing crazy about me.
No,
It's real.
I understand that. This is what we're going to do about that, Ms. Garza. And this is another good reason for us to come back on the 11th. I'm going to have the state and your attorney, and I will look as well. We're going to look and see if there is some kind of documentation where you'd have no contact with those places. So that'll give us a chance.
That's not fair. You know why? Because they stole from me. They
Mhm.
stole from me. You know, when you, I don't use lottos, but somehow it was a lucky day and I won like $400. I even made a report on it.
Okay.
You know.
All right,
and-
so about the lottery ticket, because I know people spend a lot of money on lottery tickets and then you don't win, and then when you
Well, I
win,
got a
there are
coin-
issues.
I got a coin that's a $30 coin,
Mhm.
and then I got $1 that's a motion $100 bill.
Okay. All right,
And-
so we're gonna look into all of that for you, but I'm gonna have the deputy take you back and you will be back in this court no later than April 11th, okay?
Okay, so what I'm asking, the question that I'm asking is, am I gonna be able to get out today?
No, not today.
Why is that? Is there
Because I
any way
need you
can
to
set me
see-
a bond?
I need you to see a doctor first, and I'm gonna
Well, I
expedite that.
see, I have my specialist outside of,
Well,
on cams.
what is your specialist name on the outside?
What's his name? Brucebeck.
Gruspet, how do you
Yes.
spell that last name?
Gurb. Something, I gotta pronounce it.
Okay, pronounce it for me again.
Okay, Burge.
All right, so what we'll do is the doctor that is
And
gonna.
my spelling is always the best spelling, you know,
Yeah.
because it picks up, if you pick up on the computer who I am
Mhm.
and the way I spell my words, there's like a lot of geographic to it, technology to it.
Okay, all right, so
And
Ms.
that's who
Okay.
I can't use these words, the words that y'all use here, and
No, that's okay, because I like for everybody to
we're
understand.
all on camera right
Yeah.
now.
So,
just so you know.
Ms. Garza, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna have the deputy take you back so that we can look into all of this. But thank you for letting me know. I appreciate it, okay? All right, thank you so much.
Thank
And
you.
then Judge, if I may, I've got Tremonte's Singleton, Judge. I believe we've worked out a deal. Is that something we can come back tomorrow or Monday?
If you can have them pull the file, have you done the paperwork?
No.
All right, do the
The
paperwork.
State's
and we'll-
doing the